Live. I don't hear anybody in my thing. So.
And welcome to the campus of Western Illinois University here at Western Hall here in Macomb, Illinois, as it is day 2 of the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed, John Reynolds joining you here for day 2. It's the third full day here, considering the day off yesterday. So day 2, though, of action going to be taking place here on the campus of Western Illinois University. And we start with the consolation games here, the consolation bracket, as Liberty will take on Farmington here in just a moment in our first game of 8. Game 9 of 26 over the course of this 3-day extravaganza. And John, you know, these two teams are on the consolation side of the bracket, but both of them played really good games back on Saturday morning. Getting the early draw again here. This is going to be a lot of fun here because both these teams want to come back here tomorrow to try to play for that, keep their consolation hopes going for it here in this Macomb Western Holiday Tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, if you lose this game, you're going home, so you won't come back and play tomorrow. So a couple of hungry squads looking to stay alive and at least fight for something in that consolation side of things. We'll see who comes out on top this morning, and Farmington and Liberty should be a good one to start.
Well, the starting lineup's being announced here as the Farmington Farmers will be wearing their yellow uniforms here with purple numbers, bringing the purple back after rocking the black uniforms there on Saturday. Jack Gronwald there being announced, and the final one there, number 23, that is Caden Bollinger. So, starting lineup there is number 4, Boston Smith, 5 is Landon Crawford, number 11 is Blake Mells, number 15, Jack Gronwald, and number 23 is Caden Bollinger. For the Liberty Eagles, who come in wearing the home whites once again, and they had a big performance from their big man, Reed Sparrow. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. Aiden Klingel gets the start there, number 0, then followed by number 1, that is Vince Cramsey. Number 2 is Tate Huber. Number 10 is Reed Sparrow. Number 22, making his way out there, is Gavin Edgar. So there's your starting lineups there for the Liberty Eagles, as you see on the screen there this morning. 8 minutes on the clock, and we're about ready to go to work here. First of 8 games here on a Monday, the Monday after Christmas. Good to have you with us. Feel free to get into the comments. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're pulling for, and just kind of your reaction to maybe Saturday. Give us some reactions to Saturday and maybe some reactions to the day as we move along. As you have been watching coverage, the pregame show coverage presented by LB Auto Sales here on TSSR of the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. Good to have you here. It's the tip-off won by Liberty, and they'll start with the basketball there as a floater from the baseline to start. That is Vince Cramsey getting the start there for the Eagles, and it's a 2-0 lead for Liberty here this morning as Cramsey getting the scoring started with that nice little floater there from the baseline.
Yeah, good move there from Cramsey. We saw a lot of him early on yesterday in the first game against Mercer County. We'll see if he can go to work here early.
He had 11 points in that opener back on Saturday. Offensive rebound for Farmington. Here comes Crawford, a little Euro step. Oh, what a nice move there as Crawford lays that one up and in. Landon Crawford ties things up at 2. He was your X factor. You and I were talking off air. He's your guy to watch here for the Farmington Farmers. There's a corner 3 on the way. That one too strong for Cramsey. Trying to get him involved here early are the Eagles. That shot a little too strong, though. First minute gone. Tied at 2 here in our first game of the day on the consolation side of the bracket. I got Andrea joining us in the comments here. Let's go Liberty boys. So we appreciate Andrea joining us here as Reed Sparrow gets it left side. Over into the right corner. That's an open look for 3 on the way. That one off the back rim, no good. Rebound into the hands of Bollinger. Bringing it up the floor. Here comes Farmington all the way to the basket, no good. Offensive rebound, Crawford going to put that one up, no good, but a foul. Landon Crawford going to go to the line shooting 2 here for the Farmers as we take another look at it. Getting through that contact right there. Offensive rebound, again, so important. Gives you extra possessions. And the first one up and good for Landon Crawford. That's going to be the big X factor here, really, as this tournament plays out here offensive rebounding. It was important on Saturday, and Farmington takes a 3-2 lead thanks to that offensive rebound in the first free throw. Second one on the way for Crawford. Up and good. So the Farmers lead 4-0. Crawford got all 4 points to start.
Yeah, offensive rebounding is important all the time in the game of basketball. You're able to get second chance buckets and even third chance. So we'll see how that pans out for both these squads.
Baseline, here's Liberty with it. Nice pass into Sparrow. He's going to get close to the basket. That one blocked away, but a foul is called. And that'll give Reed Sparrow chance at the free throw line. He filled it up there on Saturday as Reed Sparrow had 23 points in the tournament opener. What a way to start. As he tried to bring them back from a big deficit, Liberty got down to a 23-point deficit.
Yep. It was definitely Reed Sparrow was a big part of that Liberty comeback. So
they cut it to 6 at one point in that second half. Second one up and good. So 1 for 2 from the line is Sparrow. 4-3 is the score as the Farmers leading by 1 here. Crawford will go right side, getting it to Mills. Over inside, there's Gronwald, back out to Crawford. That's a deep 3 from NCAA range. That one no good. Defensive rebound goes to the Eagles. Bringing it up the floor, here comes Liberty with it. There's a corner 3 on the way. That one up and good. Tate Huber finds the open look and gives the Eagles a 6-4 lead. That one tipped into the backcourt. Here comes Sparrow, 1-on-2 the other way. Pump fake puts that one up and in. Sparrow off the steal. Defense turns to offense. Liberty with an 8-4 lead. 5:22 to go here, first quarter. Now a trap right at the line. We got a whistle.
Timeout, I think, taken.
A timeout was taken for Farmington, a 30-second timeout. So a little rattled here are the Farmers in the early going here of this one.
Yeah,
that 9 a.m. game's always a tricky one, but, looks like Liberty has really come out swinging here in the first couple of minutes of this ball game.
Yeah, absolutely. Liberty's offense has gotten off to a much hotter start than they did yesterday, and they've looked really sharp against a tough Farmington squad. Like we said, big football school over there in Farmington as well. And some good athletes in Farmington, and Liberty's got the upper hand so far.
Gives us a chance to shout out our sponsors. Of course, this one being played here at Western Illinois University. At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in because purple stands out. At WIU, there is limitless potential. Campuses in Macomb and the Quad Cities, also online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out. As we're just underway here after the timeout, 5:12 to go. Boston Smith with it right in front of us. Right side goes to Mills. Now over to Crawford. Inside pass to Bollinger. He is triple teamed. That one kicked back out. Good inside out game for Farmington here. 5 on the shot clock. Got to get that one off. Bollinger lost it. 2 seconds on the shot clock. 1, a 3 on the way for Mills. That one as the horn sounds. Blake Mills makes it a 1-point game, 8-7, 4:42 to go here in the first.
What a shot from Mills there. Had no time left on the clock. Just a deep 3 and cashes home.
Tried to get an answer. Was Reed Sparrow. That one no good. Rebound. Here come Liberty the other way. That one nearly tipped out of play as Gronwald into the corner. Mills again. That one sent back. Mills going to get another shot at it, though, and he'll bank that one in. Boy, hang on to your hat here in the early going. 9-8 our score. One of the highest scoring games of the day was the first game on Saturday. There's a corner 3 on the way. How about another one? That one good for Vince Cramsey. He's got 5 here in the early going. It's 11-9. Whistle out of bounds. Farmington moving a little quickly there. That one turned over with 4:02 to go here in the first. Let's take a look at the replay here just a moment ago. That 3 open look there by Cramsey. He's getting hot early.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked a lot about Vince Cramsey early in the game yesterday, and then it was sort of the Reed Sparrow show in the third and fourth quarter. So far, it's been a lot of Eagles scoring here early.
Inside here, Sparrow turns around, going to go lay that one up, no good with the left hand. Rebound, here comes Farmington. Trying to tie things up here or even take the lead. Landon Crawford, a Euro step. That is a foul called. And it'll send Landon Crawford back to the line here, as that'll be the second foul on Liberty. Both teams now have committed fouls here in this quarter. Liberty, that is their second. A foul on number 2 for Liberty. That's Tate Huber as we take another look at it. Landon Crawford using that Euro step. We've seen it twice here in the first quarter. Yeah, and they say that one was on the floor, so it will not be shots.
Had me confused. I had shots coming from there.
I had shots on that one too, so equally as confused. Here's that one that's stolen off the inbound play. Noah Howell into the game for the Farmers, number 10. 3.5 minutes to go here, first quarter. 20 on the shot clock. Going to the baseline is Huber. Backs down, looking for help. That one's stolen away by Farmington. Hot offensive start now. The defense is starting to turn things up a little bit. There's an open look. Left wing 3 on the way. That one no good by Cramsey. That would have been a highlight reel play there with that no-look pass. But unable to get the basket as we take another look at it. Or at least the shot there. The foul underneath. Foul on Liberty. That'll be the second on number 22. That is Gavin Edgar. Edgar played a big part in that comeback effort for Liberty the other day. Had 11 points. Andrea getting excited again as Liberty off to the hot start. Feel free to get in the comments. Let us know who you're pulling for. It doesn't even have to be one of the teams from this game. You can let us know as the tournament plays out. Who's your team? Who's your pick? That one no good. Rebound. Battled for, out of bounds. Last touch by Farmington. Logan Gardner couldn't hang on to it. 2:53 to go here in the first as Liberty will bring it up the floor. That awesome script, that writing there on those uniforms. That is a good-looking uniform for Liberty as they bring it up the floor. Liberty with it left side, up top. Here's Cramsey. He'll drive inside. Nice pass to the baseline. Finds an open Sparrow, and he lays it up and in. Reed Sparrow, it's 13-9. Liberty. Sparrow off to a hot start. He's got 5.
Yeah, Reed Sparrow just so special. He's a great ball player here for Liberty, does a great job, and can shoot from outside beyond the arc, too, and is a great post player down low.
Into the corner it goes as there's Howell. Cross-court pass goes to Crawford. Crawford thought about it, and that one tipped out of bounds. Good play there by Liberty, sending it back. 2:12 to go here in the first. A lot of offense here in the early going of this one.
Yeah, last night, this in the 8:30 game between Illini West and Monmouth Roseville, this was about the score at the half. We still got 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. So
it's amazing the game of high school basketball sometimes. I was thinking about a 3 was Braden Brewer into the game for Farmington. Some games you can get the quick, high-paced kind of games. And then you get games like this. That one off the front of the rim, that's no good. And bringing it up the floor, here comes Liberty. Cramsey with it. You know, working with the shot clock. That one on the way for 3. Huber trying to get that going here early. He got 1 3 earlier. No good, though. Bringing it up the floor. Here comes Farmington. Oh, stepping on the sideline there.
That's a good call there by Danner on the official sideline there.
Casey Shaw asking in the comments here, question, why does the WIU shot clock buzzer sound like the buzzer that signals the end of quarters? Well, I think that's just because there's a little, I mean, it could just be a better buzzer than the ones you get at high school gyms.
Yep, it's a good question.
It's a fair question. I don't know the answer to that one, though. Good question there, Casey. Backing down is Sparrow. It does sound like the end of quarters, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, and definitely an adjustment for, you know, because as a ball player, you hear that sound, and you associate that with the end of the quarter, and you hear the shot clock, same thing.
6 to shoot
confusing.
With that shot clock. A whistle and a foul going to be called on Gronwald for Farmington as he was trying to battle through a screen. We'll take another look at it. Jack Gronwald just ran over Cramsey there. I don't like to be on the receiving end of that. Gronwald, the quarterback for Farmington, so he's probably ran over a few defenders in his day. That one no good. Offensive rebound, Sparrow backing down. The big man going to the baseline, lays it up and in. Counted in a foul for Sparrow.
What a move by Reed Sparrow as we see the replay of that. Going strong to the basket, gets the foul, has a chance for a three-point play and put his Eagles up here by 7.
He is just so good. He's so fun to watch for a school that, you know, some people forget about here when you think of just the grand scheme of Illinois basketball. But I mean, this is a good reason to not forget about Liberty, especially because they keep getting brought back to this tournament. So there's a lot of history with this program, and Sparrow's a big reason why, as he has had himself a pretty good couple of days here already with 7 points. To the line for one more on the way. That one up and good. So 8 points for Sparrow in the first quarter.
Leads the way.
Half his team points with 1 minute to go. Here comes Landon Crawford as Farmington looking for an answer. It is an 8-0 run for Liberty, as they trailed 9-8 just a few moments ago.
Good defense turning into offense.
There's
here.
a 3 on the way. That one no good. Casey, I'll get to your question in just a moment in the comments. That one tipped out. Top of the key, there's Crawford. A deep look for 3. That's no good. Farmington can't buy a bucket from outside as that one tipped out of bounds. Casey asking again, or saying in the comments here, saw that in the Canton Rock Ridge game the other day when they thought it was the end of the quarter, but there were still 3 seconds left. I mean, again, it's an adjustment, and you're playing in a gym, and it is different everywhere you go. The horns in every gym is completely different. So, but here at Western Illinois University, they're not used to that big buzz that you hear. And if you're a Western Illinois fan, you're probably used to it. That's nothing new to you. But these kids, it could be something completely new. That's a baseline pass for Liberty. Kicks it back out, reads Sparrow. Just the growing pains of having a shot clock in general in the IHSA. 8 to shoot. Liberty with it. Inside pass to Sparrow. Fall away shot. That one no good. Rebound into the hands of Crawford. He's got time. Oh, that one intercepted, preventing the final shot. And that'll end our first quarter as we take a look at some of the highlights from our first quarter. Liberty currently on an 8-0 run as they take a 7-point lead going into the second quarter. We are back in just a bit here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I'm Lindsay Schaefer. I'm a physical therapist specializing in pelvic floor physical therapy here at McDonough District Hospital Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation. Young women, a lot of them have pelvic pain. They don't realize that it's something that they don't have to live with anymore. It's very common for people to have urinary leakage, and I always say it's common, but it's not normal. It's not something you need to live with. I also focus on hip pain, back pain. It's all kind of connected. Any age really can benefit from it.
Welcome back. TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed, John Reynolds on the call here. Day 2 of the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament on TSSR. Presented by some great sponsors. One of those sponsors, Sports Corner at 124. Macomb's original local sports bar, Sports Corner at 124. With a focus on local sports, catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time Live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink. Some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in, say hi. 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. 16-9, Liberty with the lead. 1 quarter of action in. Liberty really making some noise early here. A lot of offense between both sides here, but Liberty, I mean, and it's not coming from just one particular guy. There's a couple of guys getting involved here in that first quarter.
Yeah, we've seen Vince Cramsey, the junior. It's been red hot, has a 3. Tate Huber's got one as well, and obviously Reed Sparrow's been a big part of this offense.
Into the corner it goes. There's Boston Smith. Had a good day on Saturday. That's no good. A whistle and a foul going to be called on. Oh, wow, that's going to be called on the Eagles. Aiden Klingel will pick up the foul.
I believe that's actually going to be
that's going to be on Sparrow. Yeah, they pointed at Klingel, but I think they meant to go with Sparrow. So Sparrow picks up his first in the early going of the second. First foul for Liberty as well. Mells has it as we're back underway here. Good to have you with us. Again, feel free to get into those comments. We've had some good questions being asked there in that early going as a pump fake puts up a little floater. That's no good by Smith. And a rebound. Here comes Liberty. 1-on-3 the other way. He'll slow down, kicks it. Was driving. Here's a pass to the baseline. Back out. Good ball movement here by Liberty. And then walking with it, Aiden Klingel.
That's a tough call there for Klingel, as you know, he had a couple of Farmington defenders right there as you see the replay of it. Sort of there.
Just getting tied up on that one, it looked like there, as Farmington with it once again. Gavin Edgar back into the game, but he's working with 2 fouls, so something to keep an eye on there for the Farmers. Actually, no, he might have gotten taken off the floor here. Bollinger back into the game, though, as that one no good. I looked at the wrong number 12. Nope, Gavin Edgar is back on the floor there. Number 22 for Liberty. Bring it up. Here comes Liberty into the corner. There's a three on the way for Edgar. That's off the back rim, no good. Rebound, Mells. Farmington up the floor quickly, nearly stolen away. Gets it back out. Here comes Crawford. He'll drive all the way inside and lay that one up and in. What a play by Landon Crawford. Just taking it himself. 16-11, a 5-point deficit. That ends the 8-0 run for Liberty.
Yeah, what a move there by Crawford. He's just able to drive to the rim, get the finish too. Great move there by Landon Crawford.
Gavin Edgar with it right side. Over to Sparrow, right wing. 6:13 to go, 15 on the shot clock. Cross-court pass goes into the corner. Here comes Liberty again, baseline, that shot up. Gets it to go. Vince Cramsey with another basket. 7 points for Cramsey. Lead back up to 7 for the Eagles. Under 6 minutes to go here in the half. Right side, here's Smith. Getting it up top. Cole Blackhurst into the game. Didn't see much of him on Saturday. He was in the starting lineup, but there's a three on the way for Crawford. Front of the rim, no good. Huber comes away with a rebound, and here come the Eagles. Sparrow with it, up top, thought about it. He'll drive inside. There's Cramsey, can't bank that one in. Bank not quite open yet. Oh, that one nearly stolen away. It is stolen away. Cramsey puts up the shot. That's no good. What a defensive effort there by Cramsey, not giving up on the play and getting free throws out of it. 18-11 the score. And he'll look to extend the lead as big as it's been as we take a look at that replay again. Again, a nice play there by Cramsey.
Yeah, heck of a play. You really didn't think it was going to turn into much as Bollinger thought he had good possession of it, and Cramsey just staying with the play. Good defense turns into offense. We'll see if he can cash in at the free throw line here.
First one unsuccessful, however, but one more to go here for Vince Cramsey. 7 points has been the biggest lead for Liberty. One free throw that could make that an 8-point lead, and there it is. So Cramsey with 8. The lead is 8, 19-11. Farmington looking for answers here on offense. Who's it going to come from? Left side, Smith. Into Gronwald, in the corner. Back up top, Landon Crawford right in front of us. There's Smith, a corner three on the way. That one is, it would have been good, but there was a foul before the shot. Offensive foul and another turnover for Farmington.
Yep, that one's going to be on Gronwald, and that is foul number 3 for him, so we'll keep an eye on him. He'll head to the bench.
That'll probably be it for him here in the half.
Yep. That's 3 fouls, the senior.
That's a big loss there for Farmington. He has the potential to fill it up, but he's more of that defensive presence, the rebounding presence that they look for Farmington. And having to deal without him, it's going to be a tough one there for Farmington as a battle inside. And, boy, we're going to see where they do call a tie-up, I believe. Possession arrow will keep it here with
No,
tie-up. We'll take another look at it. And the tie-up will go to the Farmers.
No, we're gonna have a foul on that.
Oh, a foul is actually called. Okay.
That foul's gonna be called on Liberty's number 13, the senior Tanner Cooley picks that one up.
I didn't actually see I think one of the officials was in my way there, so didn't see the official signal from that official. Up top, here is Mells, gets it left side to Smith. Smith goes to Crawford, back to Mells. Coming up on 4.5 to go, 12 on the shot clock. Smith inside, back out. There's Mells, right wing three on the way. That's off the back rim, no good. Rebound, Edgar, offense rebound. And there's Smith, no good. Skying for that rebound is Vince Cramsey. 4:18 to go. Bringing it, Cramsey kicks it to Huber, corner three. That's no good. And the rebound to the Farmers. Quickly up the floor. Here's Smith, 2-on-2. All the way to the basket. Lays it up and in. Boston Smith with his first basket here today. Here comes Liberty. Pushing the pace here under 4 minutes to go. Back to Huber. Baseline to the rack. Lays it up and in. Through the contact. What a play by Huber.
Yeah, Huber probably wondering where the foul was there on that call, but didn't get it. And
Crawford,
beautiful finish.
Inside pass. Oh, he had an open look there. Logan Gardner can't get that to go. Bringing it up the floor, here comes Liberty. Over to right side. Oh, inside pass. That one went off the schnoz of the Liberty player there, number 15, Tommy Schutte, as The contact inside you see, or a basket there just a moment ago for Liberty. Through that contact. Again, could have made the argument on that foul, but it's still a nice play there nonetheless.
Yeah, the foul on Gardner on the other end over here on Farmington.
Into the game. There's a three on the way. That one no good by Cramsey, and the rebound. Farmington will have it. Boston Smith. Nice ball movement there. Going to the basket, lays it up and in. Boston Smith with another one.
Little touch pass there from the Farmington Farmer on the outside. Gets it to Smith. Beautiful play.
Good ball movement there by Farmington, getting that one down the floor. Edgar's shot doesn't hit the rim, and it'll be Farmington Farmer basketball. 3:09 to go here in the second. Good to have you with us here. Day 2, game 1 of the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. As Landon Crawford will bring it up the floor here for the Farmers. Winner of this game will take on the winner of our next game. The loser, well, not so lucky. They go home for the rest of the Christmas holiday.
Have a extended New Year's Eve break, but I think they'd rather be playing some basketball here.
I think so too, as that one inside. And all about bragging rights now, even on this consolation side. That's what this tournament's all about. You want to get the best finish you can as a whistle and a timeout, a 30-second timeout. We will give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Ron Elby Auto Sales, with locations in Macomb and Augusta and 80 years of car sales experience. Ron Elby Auto Sales, your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in, talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit ronelby.com. Check out their inventory. 21-15, it's pretty much been all Liberty. I mean, it was a good back and forth in the early going of the first quarter, but Liberty went on an 8-0 run, and they have kind of had control here in the first half. What do you think Farmington needs to do to try to make some changes to get back into this one here?
Well, I like their perimeter shooting. I really do. Boston Smith yesterday, he was able to get a lot of good threes on the far side of the court over there, and he had a couple of good ones. He had one down here, but it was called away for an offensive foul on one of his own teammates there. So I'd like to see them get the perimeter shooting with Smith open and maybe a little bit more with Gronewald with 3 fouls.
That one tipped out of bounds, and it'll be Farmer basketball as Farmington's number 12, Traven Haroldson into the game, as he's kind of taking that spot of Jack Gronewald, dealing with that foul trouble.
Yeah, to lose a guy like Gronewald with 3 fouls in the first half, the senior, big part of this Farmington offense, and you lose a guy like that, it's big shoes to fill.
Cross-court pass goes to Mells. He thought about it. Into the corner, it goes to Gardner. Up top to Crawford. 14 on the shot clock. Over to the right side, there's Smith, right wing 3 on the way. That one no good. Rebound into the hands of Klingel. Now gets it to Cramsey. They'll bring it up the floor as we approach 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Edgar with it up top. That one nearly swiped away by Crawford. A little bit of a zone here maybe for the Farmers, as into the corner it goes. Baseline pass into Sparrow, back out, nice move there. There's a 3 on the way for Cramsey. That's off the front of the rim. Lost it out of bounds. Last touch by Sparrow.
Yeah, off the shoe there. We got a kick ball staying here. So.
Oh, they say it was off the shoe.
Yep.
So, yep, it is going to be Liberty basketball. 1:46 to go. Up top, fresh 20 on the shot clock for the Eagles. Left side, there's Sparrow. Left wing 3 on the way. That's off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Mells. But he is triple teamed, trying to get it out. Oh, and a foul is called 90 feet away from the basket. That is a coach's worst nightmare there in that situation. 1:33 to go here in the second.
Yeah, that's a good call there by the official, though. Had 3 guys on him, just slapped a hand on the right arm there. It's an easy call.
Foul on Cramsey. Here's Crawford, puts up a floater. Back rim, no good. Offensive rebound. Gardner has that one swatted away. I think it was Tate Huber who got in on that one, swatting that one, as it'll be Farmer basketball. Take another look at it here. Yeah, that was Huber coming in, flying in and swatting that one away for Liberty. Up top, Crawford with it. 13 on the shot clock. Mells now with 10 up top. Into the corner it goes. Here's Crawford with 5. Had that one swatted away. 4.4 seconds on the shot clock.
Tate Huber only stands at 5'9" according to our program that they give us here every year at the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament, but able to get up there and get his hands on it and get a good block. It's a nice play by Huber.
1:06 to go. Inside pass, four to go. There's a shot. That's up and good. Landon Crawford. What a play. Turnaround shot as the shot clock was winding down. Back to a 4-point game. Under a minute to go here. Liberty can go 2 for 1 if they want. As into the corner, Cramsey. Cross-court pass goes to Edgar. Edgar lost the handle. That one stolen away, but then up the floor. Here comes Crawford going to the basket and hammering it down. Oh, maybe that'll give the Farmers a little life. 10 points for Crawford.
What a play by Crawford.
Inside, about a 2-second difference between shot and game clock. That one no good. Offensive rebound. Klingel kicks it. Cramsey, floater up and good. Cramsey into double figures. 23-19. 15 on the play clock as the shot clock is off. Here's Crawford with it. Right side gets a screen to Smith in the corner. He'll go to the baseline. Lost the handle for a moment, into the corner. There's Mells. 2 seconds, 1 second. Three as good as it goes. That's up and good. Blake Mells, a buzzer beater. And the Farmers back to within one, 23-22. What a finish to that first half. Wow.
Just back and forth. The pace picks up. We see a little bit of Liberty on one end, and Farmington's like, hey, hold on a second. I got it on the other end. We got a good one here.
Good one.
For the 9 o'clock game.
Yeah, the first game of the day as we take another look at it at the half, 23-22. Liberty with a 1-point lead as you take a look at some of the plays of the first half. We're back in just a bit on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
We're at halftime. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by McDonough District Hospital. Our guest, MDH President and Chief Executive Officer Bill Murdoch. Bill, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate being here.
If you're looking at your job and trying to summarize what it's like to be a CEO at a hospital in West Central Illinois, I think one word that keeps coming to mind is nonstop.
That is correct.
How would you describe your job just using nonstop?
Well, I think nonstop because we're daily facing a lot of challenges in healthcare right now. And not only here at MDH, but our competitors and everybody in the region is struggling with rural healthcare right now.
But not just locally, but also nationally, too, the challenges that I think we face as a small rural community hospital. There's a lot of similarities as far as the challenges that we would face, but also that others would face, that you really got to keep your attention focused on.
Yeah, absolutely. Not only are we watching what current regulations are going to affect, but we're trying to get out front of that and try to help shape some of that policy out there for our rural partners.
Now, we don't want to just say there's challenges, but I think we're also trying to be proactive, too, and trying to have a positive approach. Looking at recruiting, let's use that for an example. We've talked about before where you get whether it's a physician, a nurse practitioner, any staff member, clinical staff, get them here on campus. One of the positives, we think we can sell them and know we can sell them on culture here at MDH.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Once we get them here to MDH, they take a walk around the campus. They visit with a lot of our staff. Even community members are a big advocate for MDH. So yes, culture is a big thing for potential candidates that come in and take a look at us.
When you're talking recruitment too, and it's not just your staff members who are out of college, done with their education, we're having to start earlier and earlier in that process, even going down to the high school, just to educate students to show, hey, there's a lot of really good jobs available in healthcare right now.
Right, yeah. Not only are we trying to recruit for today to fill a lot of vacancies, but we're going deep, like you say, into the school system to recruit the next generation of caregivers for our local hospital.
Well, just as a reminder for our viewers, when you're looking at the staff members and those who have medical privileges at MDH, start with Dr. Tim Biagini. Dr. Biagini is born and raised in Macomb. You got Dr. Michael Waters, representing Fulton County, VIT area. You've got Dr. Olivia White, Warsaw and Hancock County. But you also have Dr. Mary Kathleen Lockard, Bushnell-Prairie City and McDonough County.
Yeah, excellent physicians and providers. They do a great job for us here at MDH. And like you say, they're homegrown. they are very passionate and compassionate with all of our patients to make sure they get the best possible patient care here at MDH.
And those are just a few of the staff members. I know we have more with ties, not just in McDonough County, but surrounding West Central Illinois region. They can also help to sell about the quality of life here in West Central Illinois, because I really think that you get somebody coming from out of state and they're like, do we really want to live in a rural area? They come here, they experience Macomb, and they know this is a place where I would want to move and help raise a family.
Yeah, and what we've started recently too, not only am I the primary recruiter, but also we've got a group of physicians, and the group of physicians that you mentioned too, Pat, they do a wonderful job selling that candidate on our healthcare that we have here. They just do a great job, and it makes my job so much more easier having them on board.
All right, let's stay talking about recruiting. Or any updates that you can share?
Yeah, we partnered with Carthage Hospital to recruit a orthopedic surgeon here, and he's coming sometime after the first part of the year. But that's kind of, we find out there's a lot of synergies if we work together and try to do those recruitment, and it looks appealing to the providers that are taking a look at us. So we're excited about that, and hopefully that partnership will continue on as we move forward.
And in orthopedic as well, we got another one coming on board following residency in 2027.
We do. Yep, we have Dr. Mitchell Parker is coming in 2027. Just spoke with him last week. He's super excited to get started here. He's got a lot of great ideas. I think he's just going to knock it out of the park here for us.
What are some other area of needs that you see the hospital when it comes to the recruitment?
Oh, we have a lot of needs, really, Pat. And, our primary focus is probably family practice, and then we do orthopedics after that. Orthopedics been a big void for us for some time. We're also trying to recruit another OB provider as well. So we got a lot we're working on right now.
A lot on the plate. Let's change gears a little bit, Bill. Let's talk about artificial intelligence. A lot that's been in the news, and I know something that you're really keeping a big focus on and reading the latest national news. How has AI, and even though we're only using it just a little bit right now, how has AI helped MDH?
Yeah, yes, that's a very good question. AI's been very positive for MDH, and we're not looking at it as a replacement tool for the workforce. We're looking at it for a workflow, work process improvement, becoming more efficient, and the providers, they really love that technology. It helps them document better. We're using it heavily on the revenue cycle side, because the insurance payers are using AI to deny claims, slow up claims, or just reject them altogether. So we're using AI on the front side to battle the big insurance carriers. So it's been very advantageous for us to implement AI, and I think we'll be very bullish on it going forward too. We're seeing a lot of other great products that are coming out. It is expensive, but there's also a lot of efficiencies that we pick up as well.
Even though you talk about the cost of it, if it can help with the operations side and pay for itself, essentially, that's something you really got to take a look at.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer if it pays for itself, and it's usually the payback's pretty reasonable time-wise to do that. So why not do it and just get more efficient in what you do?
Looking at the organization overall, if you are out in the community, and you do a lot out in the community, meeting with businesses, meeting with organizations and people, what are about 4 to 5 strengths that you see MDH being a leader in healthcare throughout West Central Illinois?
Oh, goodness. Yeah, of course, OB pops right to the top, right? So we're really the only OB provider within a 60-mile radius, and we want those babies to be born here. We have Dr. Tim Biagini, as you mentioned earlier, just a great resource, a gastro guy that does a lot of colonoscopies here in the community. Dr. Locker, and we got Dr. Segura too. She's another young provider here for us that does a great job with pediatrics. Of course, Locker's with pediatrics as well. Olivia White, she's an up-and-comer general surgeon that is just now getting her feet underneath her, and will do a great job for our patients.
And I would also throw in there too, a lot of our specialty departments as well. I mean, with Dr. Sparks in ear, nose, and throat.
Yes.
We've got sports med and rehab, the community pharmacy, which opened in January of 2025, which, really help make 2025 an eventful year, but also a very busy year for everybody in the organization. Those are just a few of the other great supporting departments that help make the organization what it is.
Yeah, that's a great point too. And then also add on to that, we got a new CT scanner, our second, so we have redundancy there. And then we also got the mammo machine that just came online here a few months ago that was supported by the hospital foundation. And then we have a DEXA scanner as well. So we have a lot of new great technology here, right here locally, that our patients can receive without going other places to get that care.
And another thing that you've really emphasized a lot, we're the ones that are here for the patients.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed and John Reynolds on the call here from Western Hall on the campus of Western Illinois University. It's the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. Day number 2, the 9 o'clock game, getting off to a really good start here as Liberty taking a 23-22 lead, but Farmington coming back there at the end as we take a look at some of the highlights from that run. And Landon Crawford, a big reason why, as he was able to hammer that one down there. A nice play. And Farmington, just a good back and forth with Liberty here. Farmington, a little slow getting that offense started, but it's always one team you seem like in these 9 o'clock games getting off to a slow start, but it feels like they woke up a little bit there, especially in the later portions of that second quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. This has been a back-and-forth contest both ways. It should be a good – get a look at the bracket there. We kind of see what we're looking at here. The winner of this game is going to go on to play tomorrow at Brophy Hall, and then whoever wins that one's going to move on to play in the Constellation. We'll get an update on the bracket later on as the day goes on. But, yeah, loser of this one, you're going home, and so – want to be able to win this one and continue on in this tournament. Whether you're playing for consolation, you're playing for something at least.
You want to at least play 3. That's always the goal of these these schools. As we take a look at the scoring breakdown here, we will get to that in just a moment. Inside, up top, goes to Gavin Edgar. Edgar will get it over to the right side, and Liberty starting with the basketball. Huber, and then back to Edgar, going inside, up and under. That one no good. Bollinger comes down with the rebound. Didn't see much of Caden Bollinger as that one whistling a tie-up. It'll be Farmington basketball.
Something that stood out to me really is we've got 3 scorers for each squad. So 3 scorers for Farmington and 3 for Liberty. And all of them almost have identical points. You got 10 for Landon Crawford on Farmington's side, 10 for Vince Cramsey, and then you've got 8 apiece for Blake Mills and 8 for Reed Sparrow, and then 5 and 4 for the other 2. So, I mean, we just have identical scores on both sides, and that's what leads to our real close score here, 23-22.
Basket was good, but Landon Crawford was fouled before the shot. We'll take another look at it there. Yep, fouled on the floor. Grabbed by Liberty. As the inside pass, that one tipped, stolen away. Here comes Liberty with it. 23-22. We did have a comment during halftime we want to get to here in just a moment. There's a 3 on the way. That one a little too strong for Huber. That one goes out of bounds. Casey Shaw joining us in the comments. They've been very active there during that first half, asking some good questions. Seeing a lot of high school teams playing zone defenses now. Man-to-man defense in high school considered more of a secondary defense in high school basketball now? John Reynolds, what do you think of that question?
I think what we see a lot more man-to-man coverage. Talking to Chris, who's also doing some games here for us at TSSR over the break here, and we talked about you don't see zone often. You see it more when you have a height disadvantage, but a lot of man-to-man coverage, and then the zone is just something you don't see very often, and it's tough for teams to break. I know you're talking with Abington Avon's head coach of the girls team up there north of Bushnell, and seeing all those, you just see a lot more man, really, is what you see right now.
You see more man, and then it's always interesting when teams having to react to when those zones do start to be thrown in. But you're seeing it a little more frequently. I think there's a nice play there by Gronwald. That one up and good. His first points here in the game, and Farmington has the 1-point lead, 24-23. I think you see coaches at least throw it in for maybe a couple of minutes at a time just to spice things up and try to, get a run going, especially when you're trailing in a game.
Nice
Keep the head on the swivel there.
That's your second of the tournament so
put
far.
Me in. Let's do it. Here, I'm ready. Oh, goodness. Now I'm awake. 6:12 to go. 12 on the shot clock. That one tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Farmington. Good question, though, Casey. If you've got any questions you want to ask us, let us know in the comments, or any comments just as a whole in regards to this tournament. We've had a lot of fun here. Day one in the books. There's a 3 on the way for Reed Sparrow. That's an open look, and he's going to hit that almost every time. Reed Sparrow, another look for 3. 26-24, under 6 minutes to go here in quarter number 3.
He's been money. Reed Sparrow, I mean, remember watching him last year playing this tournament. He was a real big X factor for Liberty this year coming back, and he's a junior this year, so we'll still get it. We'll get another year of Reed
One
Sparrow.
more year if Liberty's back here next year for the 80th edition of the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament next year. Up top, here's Landon Crawford. Good ball movement there. Right wing 3 on the way for Mells. Tries to get an answer. No good. Rebound. Good rebound there by Vince Cramsey. He's been rebounding the ball really well here in this ball game. Gets it left side. Another open look. There's Sparrow again. That one off the front of the rim. That looked good off the fingertips as he shot that one right in front of us. Bringing it the other way. Here's Crawford. Nice pass to the baseline. Gronwald. Shot no good. Rebound Sparrow. Back and forth. Good little high pace to it here the last couple of minutes.
It was good ball movement there by Farmington on the other end. Just couldn't get the finish. Was Gronwald on a no-look pass from number 5.
There's Cramsey. Oh, my goodness. Can't get that one to go. That was halfway down. Nice pass, though, off the tip. Nice play off the tip pass, I should say, as Boston Smith, open look. Here's a 3, and no good. Offensive rebound. Shot up, no good, but a foul. And Blake Mells going to get 2 shots as he went in and got that offensive rebound. Offensive rebounding so important as the nice play you see there on the replay. Mells getting that second chance and getting a chance now at the free throw line because of that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, this will be Blake Mells' first trip to the free throw line. We'll see how he does, and he's successful on the first try.
9 points for Mells.
Only the second attempt of free throws here for Farmington so far through this game.
A very clean game between both sides. Not a lot of fouls. And the second one's up and good. It's a good stroke for Blake Mells. We're tied at 26. 4:45 to go here, third quarter. Good to have you with us here. As bringing it the other way is Huber into the corner. Open look for Edgar. That's an open look, and he hits it. Gavin Edgar. He's been quiet here so far, but gets that one, his first 3 points of the game, 29-26. As a little floater, that one might have been partially blocked. Rebound, here comes Liberty. Leading by 3. They've led by as much as 8. As that one stolen away. Not the best pass there in the world for Liberty. Here's Gronwald, kicks it left side into the corner. Another thought about an open look there. Here is Boston Smith going to take it inside instead, and that one no good. Excuse me, go ahead.
That's a tough shot there for Smith. You see him more as a perimeter shooter, going out there on the other side for Farmington, but instead trying to go hard to the rim.
Gavin Edgar found another one for 3. 32-26 our score. 3:45 to go here in the third quarter. Casey got another good question. Casey full of good questions here in the comments. And Casey asking, who's your MVP after day 1 of this tournament? I think you got to go with Cooper Knowles for West Hancock.
I have to say, Cooper Knowles probably, would be the number 1
There's
right
a 3 for Blake Mells. He's got 13 and an answer for Farmington. They trail by 3 now. 3-point shootout opening up. There's another 3 for Edgar. Oh, off the rim. That one was close. Offensive rebound there for Tommy Schutte. Nice spin move there. Here comes Cramsey. Euro step. That one blocked away.
Good move by Cramsey, but an even better play on the other side.
Nice pass to Smith. Running the fast break. Gets it to go. Boston Smith makes it a 1-point game. Here comes Liberty with it. Back to that question from Casey. There's a jumper on the way. That one off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound for a moment. Sparrow had it and lost it. As we'll take another look at that block there a moment ago for Farmington, excuse me. But the tie-up will give it to Liberty. Back to that question, though, from Casey. I think Reed Sparrow certainly making a run for it. I mean, he had 23 the other day on Saturday, and he's having a good performance here in this one. He's got 11, and he's doing, rebounding as well. So he plays both ends. Not to say Cooper Knowles doesn't do it either, but Knowles had a big block in that game against Farmington on Saturday, which sealed their 4-point win. As that one put up and in, a nice play there. Vince Cramsey found an open look and lays it up and in. 34-31, a three-point game. That one's stolen away. Cramsey going to go to the basket. Puts it up, no good, but a foul.
It's going to be on Boston Smith. He's going to pick that foul up. Foul number 1 for him, the senior out of Farmington. We'll take another look at that as Cramsey going hard to the rim, and Smith just bumps into him and can't get the finish for the three-point play, so he'll cash in for 2 free throws.
So Cramsey to the line. He's got 12 here today. First one up, give him a baker's dozen. He's got 13. 35-31 our score. Do you think many people know what a baker's dozen is, at least in the younger generation anymore?
You know, that's a good question.
I asked that question the other day, or I brought that up during a game the other day, and he's like, man, I'm glad you bring that up because I don't think a lot of younger people, and I'm like, you know, I don't know that, to be honest. I wonder what the younger generation, if I were to walk up to a younger kid and say, hey, what's a baker's dozen, would they actually know?
Is it 13?
Whistle and a foul called right in front of us here, as that's going to be on the Farmers, number 12.
Yep, just jumped over the back of him and throws his hands up like, I don't think so, but he jumped on the back of somebody. Usually going to get called for a foul there.
2:10 to go here, third quarter, as Huber gets it to Sparrow, top of the key. There's a 3 on the way. That one no good, and the rebound fought for. Another offensive rebound for Liberty. There's another 3 on the way for Edgar, no good. Under 2 minutes to go here in the quarter. Whistle and a foul called.
Yeah, 90 feet away, like you said earlier in the game. Another foul down low, and not a foul you want to see there if you're the head coach, Dan Sparrow.
That's the third foul for Liberty here in this quarter. Timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout. We will give a quick shout out to one of our sponsors, McDonough District Hospital, the athletic trainers, and the MDH Rehabilitation Center with locations in Macomb and Bushnell, providing expert help to student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. Another good question comes into the comments here from Jacob. Which team looked the most complete overall, or which team impressed you the most? That's a
for me. I think I'm going to go with Canton Little Giants. Canton, you know, they kind of had some, you know, a little bit of a roar on they weren't seeded, and man, they look good for a non-seeded team in this tournament. They came out. They had a tough matchup too. Canton against Rock Ridge. They've won the tournament the past 2 years. So coming in, you're already going to play the teams who won the tournament last year and the year before. Have to knock off the three-peat possible champions here. Canton looked real good. So for me, I'm gonna go with Canton. I think they're gonna make a deep run into this tournament.
Well, I'm gonna put my 2 cents into that one there. I'd say A-Town looked really good. Abingdon Avon, I mean, they started a little slow offensively, but boy, the way they turned things up defensively and just choked out Pittsfield in that second half. I mean, that was one of the, and I cover A-Town for TSSR, and that's one of the more complete performances I've seen, at least in the second half, you know, all season long. And that team has been really impressive on a number of occasions this season, and that second half certainly surprised me. But I mean, West Hancock tough. I mean, West Hancock kind of held on against this is a good Farmington team, as you're seeing here in this one. West Hancock got a tough draw for a 1 seed, having to play the Farmers in the first round, almost becoming the first team to, in what, 20 years?
Yep.
The number 1 seed has lost at this tournament day 1.
Yeah, Coach Dahl said that in his post-game interview when we talked to him with Dwayne. You know, yeah, tough draw. Yeah, the 1 seed, you know, you're like, oh, we're going to get the 16 seed, the low seed in the tournament, but you get Farmington, that's a tough draw. That is a real tough draw, and I think it just speaks levels to what Coach Dahl's doing over there at West Hancock and how well they're coached and how well of a squad they have too.
Of course, it also helps when you have the biggest guy on the floor,
standing at 6'9", Cooper Knowles definitely does help, of course.
He had a couple of highlight reel plays there, a few dunks. Probably going to have some more here today. There's Sparrow going to the basket, no good, but a foul. We've had a dunk here in this game, though. Landon Crawford with a dunk earlier today.
Yeah, what an exclamation play there by Crawford at the end of the half there, and we see Sparrow going to the basket and just couldn't get the roll of the rim. He'll cash in for a couple of free throws. He's been there twice so far, and he's 2 for 3.
First one on the way up and good for Reed Sparrow. Give him a dozen. as Liberty now leading by 6. They've quietly pulled away here in this quarter. A little 5-0 mini run in a game that has kind of slowed down here pace-wise on the offensive side. You see a little 5-0 burst. Those can go a long way. Make it a 6-0 burst.
Yeah, and this is a high-scoring game so far. Like I said, we were 23-22 at the half, and right now we're already 38-31. So a lot of points being scored here in this third. I think it's going to come down to really who's going to play better fourth quarter, and we'll see who that's going to be.
50 seconds to go here. Going to the right side as Noah Howell back into the game, number 10. Right side, here's Crawford. 15 on the shot clock. 40 to play here in this quarter. Mells with it, hands it off. Gronwald goes inside. Baseline pass, has that one tipped, stolen away. Liberty playing so well here defensively over the last few minutes. Able to get that lead back up to 7. They've led by 8 at one point here in this game. As the Eagles look to play another day here in the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. 18 on the shot clock. Drive it inside. Cramsey has that one stolen away. Here comes Mells. Mells bringing it the other way here in the fast break. Lost the handle a moment. Whistle out of bounds. Last touch by Liberty. 8 seconds to go here in the third.
Exactly 8 seconds. So shot clock is going to be off. Get a couple of substitutions for Liberty.
Well, we saw one buzzer beater for Farmington already today. Can we get another one?
This one be on the Liberty.
We're getting greedy, I think.
Yeah, no, Farmington's
we're getting greedy, I think. As Gronwald will inbound it. You never know, though. 7 seconds left. Over to the corner. There's Mells with 4. That one on the way up and good. It's Blake Mells. He's got 3 more. 16 for Mells. And that's a big bucket for the Farmers. Brings them to within 4 as we head to the fourth. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from that third quarter. And we go to the fourth. One team trying to keep their tournament hopes going, as we'll be back in just a moment on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
When you trust your healthcare needs to MDH, you'll receive the highest quality, compassionate care from our nationally accredited medical departments and award-winning staff. We are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, providing exceptional care right here in Macomb. We also accept Aetna, HealthLink, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and most other insurance plans for your convenience. McDonough District Hospital, your regional healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed, John Reynolds on the call here from Western Hall on the campus of Western Illinois University. As we're here day 2, first game of the day, and brought to you by some great sponsors. Ron Elby Auto Sales, locations in Macomb and Augusta, and 80 years of car sales experience. Ron Elby Auto Sales, your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris. Or visit ronlb.com to check out their inventory. Fourth quarter of action about to get underway, 38-34 the score. Boy, we got a good one here just to kick things off. That's the way this tournament's been most of the way. Only a couple of blowouts, but a lot of the other games have been real close here, especially starting the fourth quarter as that one up top to Mells.
Yeah, excellent seeding job by the folks who come up with the bracket and the seeding of all that. They've had some good games, not a lot of blowouts at all, and a good tournament so far, and it's only going to get better.
Gronwald kicks it into the corner. Crawford has it, backs down. Crawford will kick it back out to Mells. Mells had tried to get it back to Crawford. It's tipped, stolen away. Here comes Sparrow leading the fast break all the way to the basket, lays it up and in. It's Aiden Klingel getting his first points here in the ball game. 40-34 the score.
Yeah, what a move there by Reed Sparrow. He's just able to find it, shoot it over the lengthy, tall number 5, Landon Crawford, the senior out of Farmington, is able to find the open man.
Bollinger had that pass tipped, stolen away again. Here comes Liberty, another nice pass. Oh, that one, nice play. Boston Smith, but he might have tweaked his ankle in the process. Here's Gronwald, over to Smith. Crawford has it, left wing 3 on the way. That one off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound Sparrow. 6:45 to go here in the fourth, 6-point game. Liberty looking to hang on to this lead. They've led by as much as 8. Not a good competitive ball game, though. Sparrow to the basket, no good, but a foul. Jacob says he was surprised by Camp Point Central taking a top 4 team to a literal buzzer beater. And a nice play there by Sparrow as you take a look at that replay. But, that was a team that we certainly forgot about when we were talking about teams that surprised us day one. Camp Point Central, there's a lot of arguments to be made that they should have won that game on a number of occasions. But I went back and watched the end of that one. I still can't believe how that game ended up. But Jack Blunier saving the Hornets from being the first-ranked team in this tournament to lose. So that was a lot of fun. And Jacob saying excited to see Brown County starting to click after football went so late this season, finding their stride. Yeah, their defense looked really good last night against Bushnell-Prairie City. 0 for 2 from the line, but an offensive rebound for Liberty. That one, though, goes out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover, Farmington basketball. Yeah, that's the thing about Brown County is they didn't get a lot of their guys till almost Thanksgiving or even after Thanksgiving. They didn't get some of their guys back in, so Brown County being a 2 seed, despite that, shows you how deep that team is. Here's Crawford going to the rack and laying it up and in. Landon Crawford, he's got a dozen for the Farmers.
Landon Crawford, we were talking about him at halftime. He's just so special.
That one poked and nearly stolen away. Battle for the basketball. Got a whistle and a foul is going to be called on the floor.
Actually, we got a timeout called. So,
they did get a timeout.
I think that was Crawford who was the one who called the timeout.
Boy, what a heads-up
on the
play.
floor.
Let's take another look at it here. Yeah, 30-second timeout. Granted. Oh, Crawford took a shot, too.
Yep. Took a blow to the head there, and he's going to kind of take a seat there, kind of catch his breath. But, yeah, he called the 30-second timeout. What a play there by Crawford. I was just talking about him.
Let's see if we get another look here, see if it was Crawford. I think it was him, despite taking that shot by Sparrow. I think it was him that went in and
he may have yelled timeout, but the official was right there, right on top of it. He was able to hear the words timeout, and they got one off and instead of a jump ball tie-up, because it would have went the other way. It would have been Liberty's basketball.
Yeah, as quiet as it is here in the gym here, this 9 o'clock game. Folks a little late to file in here, but yeah, you can hear those timeouts a little. Now, if this game were a 7 o'clock game on championships, championship day, that might be a different story.
Absolutely.
6:09 to go here in the fourth, so Farmington with the basketball after the timeout. Good heads-up play, though. No pun intended, despite Crawford taking one to the head. There's Gronwald, who he got grabbed on that one. Didn't get the shot to go, and the rebound goes to Liberty. I don't know how they didn't see that one. Here comes Huber with it into the corner. Huber's got it left side. Back to Sparrow. 5:45 to go here in the fourth. 6-point lead for the Eagles. Over to Edgar, inside pass, going all the way, no good. Rebound for the Farmers. Looking to cut into this the 4-point deficit, I should say.
Yeah, back and forth, a good one for a 9 o'clock game here early.
We've been blessed with the 2 good 9 o'clock games. Yesterday was a good 9 o'clock game as well. Mercer County and Liberty. Ended up being a closer game there in the second half as losing it out of bounds. And Crawford, I think, lost that one there on the sideline. Farmington trying to turn up the pressure here a little bit, trying to get a trap just after half court, but Liberty able to break through. Here comes Edgar to the baseline all the way, kicks it up top. Here's Hubert, thought about shooting. Into the corner, there's Sparrow, he'll drive. Puts up a floater instead, no good. Rebound Gronwald. Battle for a foul is called on Liberty. Could have been a tie-up, could have been close either way. 4:53 to go. Take another look at it. Gronwald grabbed and a foul called on, they called that one on Klingel.
Yep, the senior picks up his first foul of the contest here, so not a lot of players in foul trouble other than Jack Gronwald, Caden Bollinger, both the 3, but those are on the Farmington side of things.
Gronwald had all his in the first half. That shot no good, so he's played a good second half. Here comes Liberty, only 1 foul each here in the fourth quarter. There's Cramsey. He's been quiet here in the second half. That one, a lot of contact, but it looked like a clean block there. Here comes Farmington. Brings it the other way. Crawford, nice pass to the baseline. Boston Smith lays it up and in. Boston Smith with 8 points. Here come the Farmers. They are now down 2. Here's a little pressure from the Farmers. Haven't seen it all day from Farmington. How will Liberty respond? Trap. Nice play. Whistle. We got a tie-up. Boy, Farmington playing that trap defense here, and it's kind of rattled Liberty here the last few minutes.
Yeah, it's definitely, as you see, there's Reed Sparrow with a basketball, and Coach Sparrow wanting a foul but didn't get it. Instead to get the jump ball tie-up. It's still going to stay with Liberty, though.
4:06 to go here, fourth quarter. Sparrow, inside pass, nice find there. Cramsey lays that one up and in. Vince Cramsey with the basket, a whistle and a timeout. 16 points for Cramsey, and Liberty will take the timeout. Gives us a chance. Shout out our sponsors, Western Illinois University. Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in because purple stands out at Western Illinois University. There is limitless potential with campuses in Macomb and the Quad Cities. Also online, visit wiu.edu/potential and become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out. Well, here we are in the fourth quarter of another close game. Wyatt Reed, John Reynolds on the call here, and day 2 of the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. John, we've been blessed with some really good close games here throughout most of this tournament, and this one no different here as we kick off the second day. Neither of these teams want to go home. It's a pride thing at this point.
Yep.
You want to say that you made it to day 3 of this historic tournament here in the state of Illinois.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to go home on day 2. You know, when lose your first one and then you come in and you hard fought all the way to the end and you lose your second one. I mean, you know, you can say you played some good teams, and I mean, there's always good teams out here at the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. So. But yeah, definitely you want to keep playing for something, and even if you're playing on the consolation side of things, you know, you still get that chance to play basketball here at a college campus on a college floor. The environment here at Western Hall is unbeatable. So you know, being able to play here is definitely a great thing for these high school kids, and we'll see how that continues on.
Yeah, and championship day, it's a whole different animal here at this tournament. I mean, if you're not paying attention tomorrow, something's wrong with you. Because we're going to have a good day tomorrow, but right now we got to take care of business here on day 2. Crawford gets it up to Mells, under 4 minutes to go. Mells, nice pass to the baseline, but it's intercepted by Gavin Edgar. Edgar comes away with it for Liberty. 3:50 to go here in the fourth. Liberty hanging on to a 4-point lead, driving the baseline. Here's Cramsey, kicks it back out. That's number 15 for Liberty. That's Tommy Schutte. Here's Sparrow backing down, turn around, hook shot, no good, tipped out, and it's going to be Liberty basketball. 3.5 minutes exactly here as we take another look at that play as it got tipped out of bounds.
Yeah, possessions become so important here, and that's going to be a
travel is called.
I was definitely thinking foul, but. It's like, from my
vantage
point,
it's been that kind of game. When we think it's going to be one thing, it ends up being the other.
Yeah, Boston Smith, he knew it was a travel, though. He didn't bump into him. We'll take another look at that. Moved that right foot there. Yep. Sparrow knew
just before the contact. Landon Crawford. He'll bring it up, and here's a little bit of pressure from Liberty. Here's Boston Smith into the corner. Mills, a corner 3 on the way. That's off the rim, no good. Offensive rebound and a foul called. And that'll be on Logan Gardner getting that offensive rebound. Rebounding again, we talk about it so much here in the game, but offensive chances. This is another chance here, another possession for the Farmers after that missed shot.
This foul's going to actually end up being on Liberty's number 15, Tommy Schutte, the senior, picks that one up.
Inside, it's his second, so a whistle and a foul. Gardner again forcing a foul. So Logan Gardner getting all sorts of action the last couple of minutes. Take another look at it.
That one's on Sparrow.
Nice find there by Gronwald. Nice pass to get that one into Gardner. Sparrow with his second foul. Inbounds pass. There's Crawford going to lay that one up and in. Logan Crawford with 14. Back to a 2-point game, 42-40. Here comes Cramsey all the way to the basket. That one halfway down and out. Rebound. Here comes Farmington. Bringing it up the floor, it's Crawford. Crawford going to take it. Goes Euro step to the basket. Lays it up and in. We're tied. We're tied at 42. 2:42 to go here in the fourth. And that one's poked away. Battle for the basketball. Whistle. Timeout. Timeout called by Reed Sparrow.
What a timeout called there by Reed Sparrow. Danner right on top of it. Heard Sparrow yelling timeout, timeout. And Farmington wanted the travel, but they got the timeout instead.
I mean, you can tell both teams really wanting it. Let's get to it. A quick read here, as this one brought to you by Sports Corner at 124, Macomb's original local sports bar. Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drinks and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in, say hi. 124 North Randolph in Macomb. Casey says bring back the IHSA State Tournament dunk contest and the three-point contest.
Haven't seen that in a while.
Let's just do that for the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament.
Hey.
Who needs that at the state tournament?
Yeah, let's do it at both.
Let's do it at both, but let's
I'm in.
do that.
I'm in.
Let's
Casey.
give the fans what they want during this Christmas, you know, and they want dunks. They want threes. They want all that. We can do it twice a year. That one's tipped. And Edgar comes away with it. And nice pass inside. There's Cramsey's shot. No good, but a foul.
That's the right call there. Boston Smith, I think, is going to get called for that one. He sure is.
Oh, my goodness. The action here, though, the last few minutes. What a ball game.
It's bumped right into him. Yeah, we got a tie game with 2:29 left. This is going to come down to the wire, and possibly here free throws are going to be even more crucial towards the end of this one.
Cramsey with 17. After that made free throw, 43-42 with 2:29 to go here in quarter number 4. Next one on the way, up and short. Farmington with it. Here comes Landon Crawford. Crawford with 14 here today. Farmers looking to keep their tournament run continuing. That one stolen away. What a play there defensively by Sparrow. Sparrow bringing it back, going all the way to the baseline. A layup, no good, but a foul.
And that one's going to fall on Logan Gardner, foul number 2 for him. Claims he was straight up, but it's going to send Sparrow to the free throw line.
Let's take a look there. Don't think he was very straight on that one as we take another look at it.
Nope, left arm was horizontal, and you can't have your arms horizontal. Got to be vertical straight up if you don't want the foul to be called on you there.
44-42 as the first free throw good by Sparrow. He's got 13. He's been making more of an impact on the defensive side of the ball here today. Plenty of steals for him. I'd like to see that steal total once we get done with this one. 45-42 now the score. Still a one-possession game, though. 14 points for Sparrow as we approach 2 minutes to go here in the fourth. Mells, inside pass to Gronwald, has that one nearly stolen. Up top, over to left side. There's a three on the way for Boston Smith for the tie, no good. Rebound goes to who else? Reed Sparrow. 1:45 to go.
That's the shot that I talked about for Farmington coming out of the break, is we want them to be able to open up their perimeter shooting, and Boston Smith, he's been red hot from there.
Gronwald goes flying into the official there. Turn around, there's Cramsey gonna lay that one up and in. 19 for Vince Cramsey. It's back to a 5-point lead, 45-42. 1:22 to go here in the fourth. Crawford looking for help, gets it inside. Gronwald gonna go and lay that one up and in. Jack Gronwald with 4. 47-44. Here comes Liberty, a double dribble. And a turnover. Now Farmington with a chance to tie it. And this is just game 1. We got 7 more of these to do there, John Reynolds.
And we got 10 tomorrow.
Oh, man. Don't remind me. It's going to be a long day. Of course, our friend Chris will have 2.
Yep, absolutely. Chris sitting here.
But we'll have a 3-man booth once later stages of this tournament. There's a 3 on the way for the tie. No good. And the rebound. 50 seconds to go. Here comes Liberty. There's about a 16-second difference between shot and game clock. Don't need to foul. Got to play good defense here if you're Farmington. Sparrow with it back near the logo. Sparrow going to move to the top. Double team comes. Whistle. Timeout. Liberty wants to talk it over. Make sure everybody's on the same page. It's a full timeout. Gives us another chance to shout out our sponsors. McDonough District Hospital Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation provides patients of all ages with exceptional care in 4 convenient locations. Every patient receives one-on-one appointment times with licensed staff members who develop a personalized recovery and treatment plan to turn your setback into a comeback. MDH, your community physical therapy partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time. Of course, they're our title sponsor here at TSSR Game Time Live. We appreciate everything McDonough District Hospital does for us here. And they're the big reason that we are here at the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament. Game 1, 3-point game, 30 seconds to go. Wyatt Reed, John Reynolds on the call. My goodness, there's the Rockets of Rock Ridge awaiting their go here on the floor.
They will battle it up with Camp Point Central. That should be a good one, too.
That's going to be a really good one. Camp Point Central put together a performance of the ages against Eureka in Game 2 yesterday, but came oh so close to knocking off the number 4 seed in this tournament.
Yeah, it took them, like I think Casey said a couple of minutes ago about bringing them to the final buzzer, and that was our buzzer beater there by Blue Near. And
they only led just a few minutes in that game. They led the entire first half, too. So going to be a fun one. Still got a fun one here, though. Liberty got to get the ball inbounds. They get it out to Huber. A whistle and a foul. I mean, they had a foul to give, so that's not the worst, but it is going to have the shot clock reset from 15. Now it's at 20. Yep. That makes the difference 31.6 seconds, about an 11-second difference, and now a whistle and a foul.
Yep, so they're going to take their chances at the free throw line is what it looks like, because we're going to now be shooting here.
That's an interesting call. You know, some coaches would have been more so play it out and see what happens, but an interesting call here for the Farmers. We'll see if it pays off for him here. 30.4 seconds to go. Huber to the line, shooting 2. He's got 5.
Is 4 fouls on Boston Smith, so we'll keep an eye on that, and he's their big 3-point guy.
First one on the way, up and good for Huber. 6 points now for Huber. 48-44 our score. One more on the way for Huber. Nobody there for Liberty. Rattles it home. Huber with 7.
2 big free throws there from the junior wearing number 2.
Yeah, that's about as big as it gets right there. Makes it a 2-possession game still. Farmington with a little bit of time. Here's Landon Crawford. He will bring it up the floor. Crawford gets a screen, goes to his right, kicks it out into the corner. Over to Gronwald. He thought about it. Here's Gronwald inside, gets it to Smith, right wing, 3 on the way. That one up and good. The Farmers aren't done yet. 49-47 the score.
We're going to have 1 timeout left each, 1 for Liberty and 1 for Farmington. So we'll keep an eye on that as they utilize these here towards the final 17 seconds. Let's take another look at Boston Smith showing off the range, knocking home a 3.
Just took the step back there and got it to within a 2-possession game. So anything can happen here with 17 seconds to go. Again, this is all about execution in this late game situation, and in this early time of day, it always is who's more mentally there. Both teams have been playing really good, so you can easily say both teams are awake or good to go, but still, you're out of your routine. Who's going to make that mistake? And when things get real tight in this kind of situation, who's going to crack first is always the one that ends up on the short end of the stick here, and we'll find out who will keep their tournament hopes alive and who will go home here at the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament.
Absolutely. Look at some Farmington Farmer fans there enjoying the morning. Here, and there's that Liberty huddle as they break their huddle, trying to figure out how they're going to break this. I'm assuming you're going to see a big press here by Farmington. They want to try and get a steal without fouling because the shot clock's off. So you want to get the steal without the foul, and now you're going to have to foul here.
And bringing it up the floor quickly is Huber, and he'll be fouled with 13.6 seconds to go.
Only the first foul for Landon Crawford.
He's been good here today for Farmington.
Problem is that you send Tate Huber to the free throw line, and he's 100%. Hopefully no announcer jinx there.
Nobody there for Liberty. First one on the way. It rattles home. First one is good. Casey White went 4 for 5 on threes against West Hancock on Saturday. Next one on the way. It's up. Oh, it rattles out. So we got a 3-point game, 12 seconds to go. Here come the Farmers. Chance to tie it. Gets a screen up top, Crawford. Looking for help. That one poked and stolen away. Bringing it up the floor is Cramsey. And that's going to do it as the Eagles will move on to day 3. What a defensive play. Farmington comes up just short. Couldn't even get the shot off. Final score 50-47. Liberty will play on in the consolation side of the bracket. The Farmers will go home. Wow, what a ball game for game number 1 there, John Reynolds.
Yeah, what a game. I mean, we knew it was going to come down to the wire when we started with this game. Mr. Dwayne Hulett's going to have the victorious head coach of the Liberty Eagles, Mr. Dan Sparrow, here in just a moment. But we'll go over some unofficial stats. Leading the way for the Farmers, I have a two-way tie for lead scorer with Blake Mells with 16 and Landon Crawford also with 16. And leading the way for the Liberty Eagles, I've got Vince Cramsey unofficially with 19 points. So we're going to send it over to Mr. Dan Sparrow and Mr. Dwayne Hulett.
All right, Coach. Picked up the intensity defensively there in the second half, it looked like. I thought you were going to blow the game up, but Farmington just would not go away, would they?
Yeah, they're a tough team. I mean, they've only had a couple practices together, and but big and strong. And then when they were able to get it to the basket, they did a very nice job with that. But you know, there at the end, we wanted to kind of put some heat on, try to get them in some trapping situations, and we were able to jump some passing lanes, which made it effective for us.
Yeah, that zone trap, you extended it to full court, and that really seemed to cause them problems for a while. And then your guys' shooting kind of took over too.
Well, yeah, that second quarter was miserable. You know, we were settling again, and you know, we talked to them about trying to get to the free throw line, get it inside on them a little bit, because their closeouts weren't the strongest, and so but we kind of settled there in the second quarter, and we kind of wanted to address it. Of course, the Edgar Gig coming out and hitting a couple threes right off the bat, you know, kind of helped with that momentum, but we just couldn't sustain it long enough, and so. You know, well, continue to go back to work. This was actually our first time having everybody together for a while as well. So, you know, we're a tough team to beat because we got an inside-outside game. It's got to be done on the defensive side to spring all that.
Brophy Hall tomorrow. Does that cause any problems for you?
No, we were there last year. We didn't play very well there against Brown County, who ended up winning that consolation bracket. But, you know, a lot of similarities in what we're trying to do. And, you know, we'll go out there, and we want to get to that consolation championship game.
All right. Well, good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We'll send it back to you guys.
Thank you, Dwayne. As Liberty moves on, they'll play the winner of our next game, Camp Point Central and Rock Ridge, which we'll have for you in just a few moments. Final thoughts here, Wyatt Reed and our friend John Reynolds. Goodness gracious, it is still early in the morning here, but day number 2 officially underway, a 3-point win for Liberty. First great game in the books, 7 more to go. And the final thoughts there, John Reynolds.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a good one here. You know, the 9 o'clock game, you can't ask for much more. You'd think kind of a slow start. You know, it's a Monday morning. You got a 9 o'clock start. The teams obviously don't want to draw the first one, but it didn't seem to have any big of a problem for either squad of Farmington Farmers and the victorious Liberty Eagles. So, yeah, just a good one so far. And as we'll see Liberty tomorrow playing at Brophy Hall. And then hopefully we'll continue to see them continue to play as they're a solid squad as we'll wrap up this one here from Western Hall. Send it back to Wyatt.
That's right. We'll be back in just a bit. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.